All right, good morning still here on the West Coast, and good afternoon in the central part of the country, or the East Coast, or good morning at the other part of the world, maybe super early, or good evening, late evening. So here we go, we're live again, and we will have the market close for the next hour and a half and get rid of this boring song here. Matter of fact, let's go to, hold on a second here. Let's try beats. That stuff's a little bit too. All right, we'll try that. All right, so let's get into the markets and see where we are at. Bitcoin is pulled back a little bit, 62,651. Ethereum 2458. Make sure my microphone is on. Yes, it is. All right, so Ethereum 2459, but again, well established above 2450. It did dip a little bit to 2435 or so, 2436 looks like. And last 24 hours, 2376. Got all the way up to 2519. So definitely been the last good week for them. Indices, let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow is currently up 283.82, up to 34.014. Nice jump up at the open, and then here we are. This is 3-minute charts that we're looking at right now. We have the S&P 500 4169.1 up 44.4. And then we have the NASDAQ, as I call it, the NASDAQ, currently up 178.71 up to 14,037. Let's get into the VIX. Check this out. 16.7. And if you look at a 30-second chart, you're like, okay, market go burr. And the VIX is going down. So there you go. So well-established gains all across the board. NASDAQ, Dow, S&P 500 all in the green. Let's check the heat map here. Solid green. Again, the only thing lagging a little bit today is you got some energy, some of the travel stuff, some of the defense contractors. Boeing is still down a little bit. The airlines are all down basically, I believe. Yeah, none of them are up. Financials are pulling back off of their run yesterday, even though you had a lot of those banks hit targets, but all that was probably baked in a little bit, but got a nice little run up in the market on that. And let's take a quick look at metals. Silver up to 25.91, up 5.4 cents. Look at all these wicks. Absolute manipulation. All right, platinum 1198. Again, we keep talking about that 1200 level. What is going on here? Look at this. Look at these wicks. Maybe somebody smarter than me can explain this. How you can have nothing but wick down candles, and on the buy side. All right, no shenanigans going on there, huh? All right, palladium 2744 and gold 1766. And take a pullback of gold on a. I had done some due diligence back in December, early December, on gold. Had drawn this chart here. Pretty close guess on where it was going to go. I don't think I did one on silver. I didn't. It's just been stuck in this channel between 24, 23, yeah, high 22 to 26, 28. So 22 to 28 range bound. That's where that's at. All right. Let's see here. Oil climbing up a little bit. Light crude up 19 cents to 63.34. Again, daily. This is a daily chart that we're looking at here. Hold on a second. Let me get that zoomed in a little bit. And auto it. There we go. Had a little bit of a pullback back down to 57 a barrel back in late March. And now this week, over the last week or so, we have a nice little rise in oil. That's on light crude. And then if we check Brent crude, we can look at that as well. And Brent crude is up 57 cents. And I've got my phone on because I'm looking for an email from NBA Top Shots because I joined the drop. I'll show you that. Let's see here. So I'm in the queue for a Cool Cats Drop 4. It's the final Cool Cats. And there are over 283,000 collectors in line. It'll notify me once it's my turn if I get it. There's 82,000 packs remaining, but there's 112,000 people in front of me. So 112,068 minus 82,461. Yeah, it's 29,607. So I'm probably not going to get a pack. I would need 29,000 people to drop out. That's not going to happen. So again, NBA Top Shop manipulating the rules on how they distribute these. Just anyway. All right. Let's take a look at the Dow. Again, up 290 on the Dow. Daily, let's go to a 3-minute chart. Nice look there. NASDAQ 178. S&P 44. Basically all 52-week highs. All right, let's get into some other things. Again, we sold our AMC at what did we sell it at? $991 and $977. So we were profitable on that, and it's been range bound ever since. Coinbase. Sold my Coinbase, my 50 shares that I held overnight. That I got in at 328.86 and sold those at 332.76. So 332.76. So all 3 turns I took on Coinbase, I was profitable on, and now it's dropped down 325. It's risking hitting its low of the day, which it hit pretty much on a downslide after the open. Where are we at here? What time did it hit that at? About an hour. Yeah, almost an hour after it opened, it hit the low of the day. And then it's been absolutely range bound, which on a new direct listing, IPO, whatever you want to call it, wasn't an IPO, it was a direct listing on NASDAQ. That's not a bad base. However, like I talked about on this morning's stream, I think there was a lot of Wall Street manipulation going on with that stock yesterday. At 11 o'clock Pacific, basically a half hour after this thing went, or 35 minutes, at 11 o'clock a.m., boom, HFTs hit the markets. HFTs stand for high frequency trading, also known as algorithms. They drove the SPY down. They drove everything. Now, if you look at the timing of this, let's go to the SPY, and let's go to 5 minutes, and let's look at yesterday. And look at this, almost like a clock. And this was literally, here's 10:55. Now, some of the idiots on CNBC and even some other channels and stuff like that were talking about, well, Coinbase caused a SPY to go down, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, bullshit. Absolute crock. The HFTs got into this. Let's take it to a 3-minute here. And scroll back over. And the algorithms got into it at 11 o'clock. Boom, 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 boom. And that's why we trailed down yesterday. It's basically Wall Street's message to Coinbase, because it's a crypto exchange with a valuation greater than NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, that they don't like them playing in their pool. Much like the hedge funds don't like retail traders. Or really anybody on Wall Street doesn't like retail traders. They think guys like me and folks like you shouldn't be dabbling in their ability to make money. Of course, they can go pound frickin' sand too. So I think that was part of the manipulation of yesterday, and where it doesn't make sense that today everything is up, and every time this thing makes any type of gain whatsoever, slam, gain, slam, gain, slam, gain, slam, gain, slam, gain, slam, all the way down. Now you're running out of buyers from a value standpoint. And because they're disillusioned. So you have disillusionment coming in, which makes the Wall Streeters happy. You probably had some people that shorted this thing yesterday as it was falling here. Think about this for a second. Let's go to 11 o'clock. So now, here's 11 o'clock yesterday, Pacific. 2 o'clock Eastern time. At 11 o'clock, at precisely, exactly 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern, HFTs, algorithms, high frequency trading took place in the SPY, the S&P, and the underlying stocks, the whole 9 yards. Coinbase had already fallen at that point. So let's say that right before 11 o'clock they said, hey, we trigger these programs, let's short this thing. and let's push it all the way down while the rest of the market goes down. We can attribute it to the rest of the market going down. Pure speculation on my part, but it certainly makes sense when you coincide what happened at 11 o'clock on the SPY and what happened to Coinbase after that during that huge run, which lasted for literally an hour. Literally an hour. If you go to SPY and you say, okay, when did they stop it? There's a 14th. Here you go. Here's 11. Here's 11 o'clock. Here's 12 o'clock right here. Interesting. Very interesting. 1 hour later, exactly 1 hour later. 1 hour later, you have a nice base here on the SPY. Here's 11 o'clock. Exactly 1 hour later, absolutely hits the lows, which also happened to coincide with today's opening. So now back to Coinbase. Okay. So now we look at Coinbase and we say, what happened at 12 o'clock? Oh, look, it hit the low. If you're short a stock, what do you have to do to close that trade? You have to buy the stock. Or maybe it was options and they got to, buy to close. Here's your buy to close on the shorts. Right there. That's why it came back a little bit towards the afternoon. And now, range bound, because the algorithm's got a hold of it, this may or may not be a base, is what I'm saying. So be very careful if you already own it. Long term, it'll be fine. Short term, Wall Street doesn't like this. And everything I saw last night on CNBC, comments on Coinbase yesterday were skewed to the negative. Almost every single story was skewed to the negative. Literally every single soundbite on that stupid channel, CNBC, was a negative connotation. Almost every single one of them. They had a couple guests on the station that they brought in that were positive, that were met with immediate negative connotations. Well, we like Coinbase because it's going to be this. Okay, yeah, but what about the risk of fees? What about because crypto is susceptible to criminals using it? Oh, you mean like the U.S. dollar? Like the criminals have been using the U.S. dollar forever? You mean like that? CIA director came out. A former CIA director came out. I think it was yesterday or Wednesday, and said that is absolutely overblown the amount of people that are using cryptocurrency for nefarious measures, at least out of this country. Worldwide, we can't control what happens in the world. We can only control what happens here. And if you don't think that crypto can't be traced, yeah, it can. Okay. So 322, now we got downside. So we had this base falling. All the buyers were met with sellers to drive it down. Even though the buying pressure and the buying volume was greater than the selling pressure, it only takes a little bit of sell to drive it all the way back down and beat back every single one. And low volume, you got 33 million shares based on 64 million trading, or $64 billion market cap is what it's at. Sorry, 33 million shares traded. And there's my alert on Coinbase. I set an alert at 321.59 and it just crossed it. I'm going to delete that one. And let's take a quick look here. So now we got to guess, right? And now you say, okay, well, it bottomed out down here, 312 at 310. Let's go a little bit above that. I want to get 311.50 is what I want to put it in. Actually, 311.51. So I want to see if it crosses 311.51 on Coinbase and see if it gets down to yesterday's low. I don't own any Coinbase. Again, I took 3 trips on it, and I won on all 3. and I was profitable on all three of those trades. $1,500 yesterday, $151 yesterday, and about $210 or so today, which I held overnight and got lucky on, because then I read the stuff last night and I was like, oh crap. I should have woken up, and when I got up and saw it this morning in the pre-market, I should have sold it in the pre-market, and I would have made a little bit more. But definitely a good play on that one. Okay, so let's see. All right, and eBet came out today at 22, something like that. Ran all the way up into the high 30s. Now or middle 30s. Now it's up into the middle 30s. That's another esports technologies company. There was another one. APP was supposed to come out at $80, and AppLovin, I don't know, some gaming thing. I don't even care about it. I'm gonna delete it off the list. Anyway, I'm gonna leave eBet, but I'm gonna cruise it down here to the rest and leave it there. Not really interested in that one. Coinbase. My Boeing. What did I do with Boeing? Well, Boeing ran all the way down to here at 249, and I didn't flinch. I did not add to the position, but I still hold my 440. I still have my 440 shares. So I'm down $350 right now. So I'm going to hold it. S&P's coming down. VIX is going up slightly. But, again, don't freak out over the S&P on this on a day where the S&P is up, $40 here or 40 points. So you're up to 4165 on the S&P. That's a 3-minute chart. So, if we look at the 30 seconds, like gloom and doom. NASDAQ up 160. Dow up 276. VIX at 16.7. You can look at the SPY. SPY's up a little bit. ExxonMobil came back a little bit. Came back off of had a bottom, a consolidation bottom down here, 56.84. Hit it twice, right around there. Actually, 56.78, and then it retested it, and it said, "Okay, great. Look at this candle here. Holy cow! Look at that. See that kind of a candle? Large amount of volume, and it didn't pump it up a whole lot. And now, looking at that candle, we're now below that candle on the sell side, and you don't have, other than that candle, the sellers exceed the buyers in this range by just a little bit. But again, oil is up 17 cents, so 57.10. My ExxonMobil calls, I've got 80 of those, and those are at $60 for May 7th. So still have 3 weeks, right? 1, 2, 3 weeks. Still got 3 weeks on those things. And so I'm hoping I'll be okay. I questioned myself yesterday or this morning, saying, hey, I could have made, what could I have made? I could be about $700 higher than where I'm at on them right now. So we'll see on those. Boeing 251.59. There we go, Boeing. Down 255. So I held. I did not buy any more shares. I did. I just watched it and waited. Hindsight, should I grab some more? Well, you know what? I'm not a big fan of chasing. I'll chase where appropriate. And again, this run on Boeing, I started with 200, bought another 200, and then bought 40 more. So I bought at 251.95. Then I bought 200 more at 253.10. It turned profitable. I didn't sell. Then it turned down, and then I bought, or I bought. Oh wait, that's a sell. Bought 250 at 252.30. Bought 150 at 252.08, lower, and I bought 40 more at 251.83. And now we're down $189. So let's see if we can get that puppy positive here in the next hour during Power Hour. A little bit turn now on the S&P up. VIX down to 16.6. Let's take a look at the averages here. So Dow again up, still up 280. NASDAQ Composite 14,023, up 165. And the S&P up 41.7. So there we go. Got your water. My water. Hydrate. Today is mulch day. I get to go to a hardware store. I got to buy a sample can of paint for a color I need to match. And then I have to go buy as many bags of mulch as will fit in the back of my Jeep. All right, let's see here. What are you doing here? Coinbase, 321. Yeah, I looked at this and, you know, where's it going to close today? You know, we've got an hour and 8 minutes before the markets close. And again, I think, you know, I think this stock was manipulated. Absolutely. And I didn't come to this conclusion lightly. I didn't come to it until last night, and it literally was like a light switch in my head. And the light switch in my head, basically, the light switch in my head said, when I started hearing all these stories and I saw the recaps on CNBC of Coinbase, and all the guests that were positive, every single one that was positive, the host in that sound clip, negative on Coinbase, negative on Coinbase, negative on Coinbase, across the line 100%. And then if you look at the SPY yesterday, again, we'll go through this one more time. And if you look at the SPY yesterday, and you look at the SPY at 11 o'clock, this is a 3-minute chart. And you look at this, and you look at 11 o'clock, okay? That's when that high-frequency trading kicked in on the SPY and everything else. And it ended up the day at the low, right there. Now we go back up to coin. And the selling, the selling on the SPY and the S&P flattened out right at 12 o'clock noon. If you take 12 o'clock noon yesterday on the SPY, the S&P, and then you take, you then go, you know, at the close, they match up along with today's open. It was crazy. And then you look at Coinbase and say, where was Coinbase at 11 o'clock? Coinbase was right here at 11 o'clock. Where was Coinbase an hour later when the algorithms, the high-frequency traders, stopped the algorithms? Those algorithms ran for almost exactly 1 hour, in my opinion. Here's 12 o'clock. Here's your bottom on Coinbase yesterday at $310 a share. So absolutely, I'm now convinced that that Coinbase, there are people on Wall Street that want to see this not work. Okay. All right. Go to Boeing real quick. 251.58. All right, keep going, Boeing. All right, so I need to. Where's my dog at? Liberty, come here. Come here. Hi. You want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Oh, do you want hugs first? Okay, hugs first. All right, there you go. All right, I know. Want to say hello? Here, let's say hello. Well, this is Liberty. Look up here. Hey, right here. Look, no, up here. Roar. What? You're gonna scratch to death. I know, I love you too. Best dog ever. She's Liberty. She's a rescue. I've had her basically exactly a year. Super sweet, and she's a American Staffordshire Terrier. Got a little pit bully in her too, and she's got her ears. I'm not gonna clip her ears at all. No need to do that to a dog. Not aggressive bone in her body. Super sweet. Doesn't bark unless we want to get her to bark and mess with her a little bit when she does her zoomies. Where are you gonna go? Where you? What are you doing? You get to see her, and the camera's focusing on her. And she's a good dog. So yeah. What you doing? Sniffing a laptop. What are you doing? What are you doing, Liberty? What's right here? Look, right here. It's right there. You want to look right there? Or you want to get down? See, can we get to the bottom? Yeah, sit. Sit. Come here. Come here. All right, I'm your little spot. So she likes to do this. And then she'll just hang out. Huh. I like to do hang out. Oh, give me your sloppy kisses. Sloppy kisses. Okay, down. Good dog. All right, that's my dog. That's Liberty. And she's awesome. Had her a year now. And best dog I ever had, aren't you? What? What? All right, where's your bone? Where's your bone? Ready? Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. That last one would make a great screenshot. Maybe I can go back and put it up on there. Somebody requested that I show my dog on stream, so I went ahead and did that. But she's super cool. You know, maybe someday she'll have her own Instagram or something, because she does some funny shit, don't you? What? 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 What do you want? What do you want? She likes to hang out underneath the desk because if I eat right here and then I drop food accidentally. All right, let's see. Boeing 251.75. What do we need on Boeing to be profitable? Down $200 on it. I need 252.18. So if it doesn't hit that, I will probably hold it at least through the aftermarket and possibly through tomorrow morning. What I'm worried about is I'm worried about the open tomorrow morning. It's Friday. We have triple options expiration, so I would prefer not to hold anything overnight if I can help it. But I'd like to get at least back to profit on this thing if I can, a little bit today. So we'll see on that. All right, so let's get into some of this stuff again. AMC we sold at $991 and $977, profitable on that one. Coinbase 324.69, nice little jump up here on Coinbase. Let's go to a 30-second chart. Nice run. Do we get a buy signal on the 3? No buy signal on the 3-minute yet. MACD, moving average convergence, divergence. Blue still below the red on the MACD. Declining volume on the sell side is good. And we did go into an oversold as well. The 1 minute I'm sure has a buy. Yeah, there's the buy in the 1 minute. So it'll probably, looks like pull back there. So we may not get a buy signal on the 3 minute. Still got 30 seconds on that candle. Let's hang out here for a second. Let's see what this one does. Get it above the volume there. Volume, that was okay there. But again, we're part of the same base, right? All right, 3 minute. Auto log. Okay, if that pushes up, it'll throw a buy. It's got to beat this wick. It would have to jump 324-ish. 1 minute. Yeah, I got flat dojis on the 1 minute. 30 seconds probably pushing. Yeah, it's just consolidating a little bit here. Oop, auto. There we go. And it's just hanging out. Volume today, you've got 34 million shares traded. 34 million shares traded. And hello over on YouTube as well as over on Twitch. Hey, if you guys just got a symbol you want me to look at, do a little due diligence on, let me know. There's 324.50. Let's see if that popped a buy. No, it didn't. Not yet. 323.83. Again, it's got to break through 324 and hold. Although on the MACD on the 3 minute, and that's the main one I use for buying, I look for not an overbought position. I look for the MACD cross on the MACD, moving average convergence divergence. And then I'm looking for, maybe a 3-bar push here on a 3 minute. Would I have, if I was scalping, I probably would have already bought. I would have been, well, I don't know. I would have been hesitant because of these two candles here along with these here. Very, very near short term. That's a 1 minute chart. And then I would look at the VIX. VIX is down to 16.6. Bottom of the screen, I look at the S&P, look for sentiment. Probably would have been an okay buy. 11 seconds left on this candle. So what I want to see is if there's 324. So now close of this candle, if it pushes just a little bit more, it should issue a buy signal. Oh, we still got a minute left. Sorry. We'll come back to that. I don't want to miss it if it gives one. It's hanging out though because it's close. They'll push up. Let's see. We'll just sit and watch it. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a buy signal on this, a confirmation of everything going on here in the 1 minute and the 30 second based off of this bottom down here. And then you've got just about a cross ready to happen on a MACD on a 3-minute chart. Again, this is only for scalping. This is not financial advice, not tax advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Don't do anything that you see me doing over here on any trade whatsoever, or you will lose every single penny that you have to your name. All right, 9 seconds left on this 3-minute candle. This is the 50 period candle. So this represents the last 50 3-minute candles. Yeah, it's gotta hit this one. 50 cents. All right, so the problem you have here is, see this volume? Doesn't beat the sell volume, does it? On a 3-minute chart, it doesn't beat it. So I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at the S&P is going up, though. That's a good sign. The VIX is going down. What's the NASDAQ doing? So I'll check all of these before I do a buy. I just saw a quick doji there. We'll come back to that in a second. Yep, and it's red. All right, so no buy there. 1 minute probably gave a sell. Yep, there's a sell on a 1 minute. So you can forget about a buy on these candles. So it proved itself there. It didn't do a buy. And like I said, I was hesitant. When I looked over here, I was like, not really sure. Don't like it a little bit there. We did not get a cross on the MACD. It didn't cross. And look at your volume. Still lower volume. But again, this buying volume here did not match the sell volume over here. Again, this is so freaking short term. This is only on scalping. You know, if you're swing trading this, hey, take it out to here. You know, well, you can't really do it on a 1 hour, can you? Take it out to a 5 minute. And let's see if we can just zoom in here. Let's just take a look at from here to here. And, you know, would you buy that? A little risky. Doesn't meet my risk. And that's why I haven't taken another turn with it today. You know, when you have this much consolidation, just, you know, the shares are just going to float around all day long. You know, to scalp that, that's a lot of in and out trades. And then just when you think you might have it, oh, here we go again. It's going to go up and boom, and it goes down and you lose $11 a share. Or if you got down over here and you did a stop loss, right? So, hey, guess what? Boom. Hello, Boeing. Where you been all day? You son of a... All right, so we're in 440 shares at 252.18. So I'm up 56. I'm up $70. I was down 1,000. What was I down? What was the low on this thing? 249.48. 249.48 minus 252.18. $2.70 a share times 440. I was down $1,188 a share, or $1,188. I didn't panic. I didn't buy more. I didn't sell any at a loss. And so still profitable on the day. We'll show that to you. So let me show, let me pull, slow this one down, slow this one down, get this up, and we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at my buys. So you see what I'm talking about. Okay. So here's my shares, 440 shares up here at 252.18 is my cost basis. Here's my buy, 250 at 252.30, 150 at 252.08, and 251.83. I bought 40 more. So I'm literally right there right now. Now it's coming back down again. Uh-oh. See, I'm explaining to you guys I should have taken my 50 bucks, taken my ball, and went home. What would you do? Let me know in the chat. So 252.18 is my cost basis, right? This is a 3-minute chart. Firm buy signal down here 2 hours ago. Still kept the same buy signal the whole time. Didn't know buy. Now the rules say that I should wait, but because I'm so close to my cost basis, you got to throw out the rules, because the rules on this on a sell won't come in till over here, and then I'll be negative on it. So see it flattening out right here. Yeah, 252.14. I might have to take a small loss on this. I should have sold it at that $56. Gosh darn it. 17. All right, let's get this ready to go. 440 and 252.22. 15. 16. We'll watch this for a minute. What's Coinbase doing? 322.22. Down 35 bucks. What would you do? Would you still be in this thing? Would you have sold it at this point? Would you have put in a limit order to sell, right? I'm up 20 cents. I'm up $9. So let's watch it. Let me look at the 1 minute here. Yeah, this is some decent volume here. This is decent buying volume. These two right here, these three, no match, no match, no match, boom, no match. All right, let's be a little patient here. Nope. What we got? 12:09, 51 minutes left in the trading day. S&P's moving down. Check the Dow real quick. All right. We're out. We're gonna get out. Can we get a little jump? Give me a jump. VIX still holding. There we go. Okay. I missed it. Put an order in. All right, I took a $100 loss on that just now. So that is my first loss on the week. Got a price improvement on it. Hold on here. 251 minus. Lost $118.80. And that is my first negative trade on the entire week. Because I'm showing you guys what it's doing, and I should have been watching the chart, and I should have sold it up here when it was just peaked and I had a little bit of profit. I should have went boom and jumped out. So I'm glad I'm out of it, though, because everything is heading south now. People are taking their profits on the day a little bit earlier than normally. Usually you would have about a half an hour after before people start closing out their positions. So be very careful here. If you're trying to scalp something else or buy something else to go up, be aware. So again, I'm out at 251.91. I sold all 440 on a limit order. So I dropped about $118, but I also protected. But that thing came back. I was down $1,100 earlier today. That's funny, dude. Man. It's just my confirmations coming through. Okay. All right, so be very careful. We're giving back now. So let's hit the averages here. And let's swing these out to a 5-minute chart so we can see the full day. Click on auto. Here's we have the, we can do 3 minutes. So 3 minutes, getting a bit of a drop here. NASDAQ also dropping. S&P dropping. VIX 16.6 staying, which is interesting. So you got some algorithms that came in here. And look at the SPY. 1209. So those kick in at 1210? Okay. Did I screw up on that sell? No. All right. So 251.91, I'm out. That's my only loss on the week at $111. I'll take it because we made some bank this morning. We already made money on Boeing this morning. We made money on AMC this morning. And we made money on COINBASE this morning. COINBASE and AMC. I bought AMC. I bought 1,000 shares in the aftermarket yesterday at $9.44. I sold 500 at $9.91. I sold 500 at $9.77. And AMC is $9.88 now, so that's fine. On Coinbase, I had buys in. I had 326.88, 326.88, and then I sold Coinbase at 332.76. So 332.76 minus 328.86. I made $3.90 per share on 50 shares. That was $195. So still profitable on the day. Oh, and Boeing, I bought at 251.95, 251.95 minus 253.10, and we had 200 of those times 200, and made 230 on those. So 230 plus 195 minus 111, made 314 today. Am I missing something? Oh, plus my AMC. So 314 plus my AMC. What was my cost? Oh, 944. So 991, 977. 0.91 minus 0.77 is 14 plus 7. $970 cost basis, 9.70 minus 944 times 1,000. That was 260 plus 314. That's our profits today, $574. So we made $574 today. I don't have any other open position. I've got the ExxonMobil calls, which are down today. Coinbase 323, yeah, not touched. We'll look at this again tomorrow. 251.75 on Boeing, coming back a little bit, but I sold at 91 cents. I will not be taking another. Well, I don't know. Can I get that $100 back? Let's see. Yeah. $0.25 move. I need about a 30 cent move. But I'm profitable on the day, so I'm done. I'll take my $574 and I will put it on the board. Yes. And we'll take that as a win today. So that was good. So basically, so that Boeing trade that I just made, again, it took all day for that trade to come back into my favor. I was down $1,100 at one point. It went freaking profitable as I jumped off the screen and I'm dragging stuff up, and boom, it slammed down. And I ended up having to sell it at a loss. Tried to see if it was going to come back here. It didn't. I saw this candle here and 251.90. So on this candle here, I sold, and I got 251.91, and then it ran down from there a little bit. So I'm okay with that. It's still a profitable day. So basically, 3 positive trades: Coinbase, Boeing, and AMC. 1 negative trade, another trip on Boeing. That's my first Boeing loss this week on them, and I did what day was this? 13th. On Tuesday, I think I did 3 trips on Boeing, profitable on all 3. And on the 12th, I did 1, 2 trips on the 12th. So the 6 or 7 times I've traded Boeing this week, I'm 6-1. So that's pretty damn good. Not bad. All right, tomorrow is expirations on options. I do not have any options expiring tomorrow. Yeah, there it goes. See, dope. EBET came out today. I did not participate in that one. I totally forgot that this was coming out today. I apologize. I would have done a very, very quick due diligence on it. But I didn't. I'm not really interested in some of the sports betting ones. Just not my jam. So it did come out. If you did participate in that, good for you. Unless you bought way up here at 34.93, or what's the high in the day? Unless you're the guy that bought at 35.87. Some poor person out there, hopefully you're not on my stream, bought at 35.87, and they YOLO'd it, and they've got a little ways to come back. They were probably freaking out when it got down to here, $21. So 21 to 39. You lost 50%, but it's climbed back a little bit. The other one that came in, some irrelevant gaming company came out today too. All right, so S&P starting to head back up again, up 40.1 now. The NASDAQ Composite, we're up 153 off of its high on the day as well, all the way up here, 14,044, 14,043. And the Dow up 281 off of its high on the day of 34,035. So, but starting to head back up a little bit. And VIX, 16.5 on the VIX. See, now I go back and I question my decisions, right? Should I have bought back in? No. Should I have held it through this? I don't know. 251.91. Right? You know when I sold that? What did I sell at? Yeah, I sold at 251.91. So again, it's part of this is a lot of this. It's not necessarily about your gains, but also about limiting your losses. And in between streams, I did some stuff, and I didn't do any trades or anything. Oh shoot! I guess where I'm at in the queue. Okay, there's 64,000 packs remaining on my NFT base pack for $14. It's 5 moments in there, and I'm 84,000 in line. So 84,861 minus 64,610. I needed 29,000 people to drop out. I still need 20,000 to drop out. This is going to go on for a couple hours, I think. So I've got some NFTs. Whoa, hello, Boeing. There you go. See, that's why I didn't buy it right there. So that's good. So sometimes it's not about taking your loss. It's about limiting your loss so you don't lose more when things really head south. Now you can make a very good case for me being a total degenerate and saying, what do you mean you had it all? You had it? Where was it at here? I don't know what time did I buy it this morning? What time was it my last buy? 1:18. Or wait, what time was that at? Hold on. $10.18. Right here, I made my last one. You're like, well, why didn't you sell it all and limit your loss at that point? Well, I'll tell you why. Or 251. Yeah, 1018. What did I get? 251. 251.83. It came back. It came back. And I'm glad I sold it. Super, super happy that I sold it up here, even at $111 loss. Because if I held it right now, 251.27, 251.27 minus 252.18 is my cost basis times 440. Instead of being down $111, I'd be down $400. So instead of being down $400 right now, oh, make that 420. 420. Sorry. I took a loss at $111. But hey, made money on COINBASE today once, made money on Boeing earlier today. I made twice the amount on Boeing as my loss, so I'm still $100 up on the day on Boeing. And then AMC, which I held overnight, I got that one. I'm not holding anything overnight. I'm not going to make any more buys today. I'm done. And the reason being is because you've got the Dow up 256, you have the NASDAQ up 149, you have the S&P up 38. Good Coinbase. 321 now, 320. The spreads on that. Man, the market makers, the arbitrage. What's the spread on that? 44-cent spread. Yeah, anywhere between a 20 to a 40-cent spread between the bid and the ask on Coinbase. Just the market maker saying, yep, 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 and everything in between is money in my pocket. Yep, 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 yep. All right. Where am I at in line? 82,000, 64,000 left on number 82,000 in line. They're supposed to email me when it's my turn, I think. So I don't know if I'll get that moment or not. All right, let's look at some other ones. What else you guys into? AMC 984 up 49 cents on the day. Great CEO interview. Look, if you like AMC as a movie theater chain and you're looking at a long-term play on that, go watch Trades on YouTube, and or just YouTube search Adam Aron, who's the CEO of AMC, and take a look at his interview from yesterday. And it was pretty good. It got me to buy 1,000 shares in the aftermarket last night while I'm watching the interview. And then I turned around and sold them this morning, and took a nice couple $100 of gain on it. So that worked out okay. GameStop down $7. They're down 4% today. Cinemark flat on the day. Palantir 2304. I was thinking about taking a run on this one. Actually in this range. Glad I didn't, and I missed all this because I was doing other stuff around the house. And by the time I looked at it again, I was like, too late. Not interested. Tesla up $1.48 today. And Palantir has been a company that pretty much anything under 25 you buy. Historically. Let's go to a 5-minute chart here. And it's been good to do that. It did hit it this morning, right at the open. And then it did what Palantir does. And that's what Palantir does. Palantir does this, then it does this. Okay, Rocket Mortgage, we made money and got a nice special dividend on them a couple months ago. That was nice. So Tesla up 52 cents on the day. Let's go to the heat map. This should have cooled off. So what you'll see on this chart is you'll see some of them go from bright to a dull. Or not. Oh, because I clicked on it beforehand. I like to see the color change to confirm sentiment. Dow dropping, or I'm sorry, all the averages dropping just a little bit again. Okay, some of the other ones. Apple up $2 today. AMD up $4. So AMD, there was another price target issued on AMD. Who was it? Somebody upgraded their price target to, I want to say 111 or 101. I forget what it was. And this stock should have been $100 2 months ago. Boeing, we talked about that. Look at that, 250, 107 now. So glad I took that loss for 100. All right, Caterpillar down 66 cents. Ford down 4 cents. I still own 100 shares of Ford. I want to buy that Mustang Mach-E at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Intel, let me see what the 2022s look like. Intel up 66 cents. Microsoft up $3. All the chip makers are up. NVIDIA up $33. And again, the big news on NVIDIA over here from the, on Tuesday was that, or Monday? I forget what it was. Right here. Middle of the day, they were having the semiconductor conference at the White House, and NVIDIA announced that they are co-partnering with ARM over in the United Kingdom, and they're going to start making server CPUs. And we had traded Intel 3 times that day on Monday. We took 3 turns on it. On the 12th, where we at? Right here. And then boom. Got off stream and that thing just died. All right, Microsoft up 322. ExxonMobil down 48 cents. Now that took a turn. Yep. That's not good for my options today. I need $60 on this over the next 3 weeks. That's what I need. 56.84. Right into 60. Minus 1. 6. 5.27%. Oil, like crude though, back up 14 cents. Hold on, I gotta answer a funny text. All right. Okay, the S&P up 37. Let's go to the 32nd. I want to watch this Coinbase. Like I said, I want to buy Coinbase. I want to own Coinbase. I want to own it in my retirement accounts, possibly both of them. But now I have concerns on it. After seeing all the press that they got yesterday on CNBC and all those, I'm just going to call them, all those assholes on CNBC that talk about negative stuff to push their sponsors who are hedge funds and Wall Street firms. But I digress. Just about every host on CNBC yesterday was negative connotation on Coinbase. Virtually every single one. If there's one that was positive, please let me know. Oh, there's a dump. See, as soon as I started talking, you guys all sold your Coinbase, right? I know how many people watch my stream. I didn't do that. But huge candle too. But everything was negative. And then so it didn't click into me last night. And then I was worried about holding it overnight. And, but Wall Street hates Coinbase. Just like Bitcoin, they don't want to see Coinbase succeed. Because if Coinbase succeeds, what does it do? It diminishes their product. And their product is making money for Wall Street and hedge funds and everybody but us. Everybody but us. If you think Wall Street and CNBC is for the retail trader, you're full of beans. You can take everything that Jim Cramer says and you can pretty much go the opposite direction and make money on it. He's a tool just like the rest of them. And who's the other one? Bassani and some of those other guys. I saw an interview, and this guy's interviewing this girl on Coinbase, and she's super positive, and she's got a $1,000 price target on Coinbase. And I still think there's a chance Coinbase can beat Tesla and pass Tesla as far as the stock price goes, and even evaluation and profits and the whole 9 yards. It actually has a better model of making money and higher margins than Tesla does. And what CNBC was talking about is that, yeah, but they've got fees and, they've got fees and, everybody's going no commissions and no commissions. I'm like, bullshit. For one, Bitcoin fees and Ethereum fees are not stocks. They are not equities. According to the IRS, check your tax advisor, they are property. Property. They are taxed as property. So if they are taxed as property, they don't need to have the same fee structure. And you can bet when Elon Musk bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin and he used Coinbase to do it, they paid Coinbase a fee for that. And like I said, they went from 43 million users worldwide. They're in over 100 countries at the end of 2020, up to 52 million users at the end of March, at the end of the first quarter. So I do like the company. I got in, I had limited orders. I put 9 orders in yesterday on Coinbase before it started trading. And my last order was at 382. It was indicated open at 381, so I went a buck higher. And wonderful Charles Schwab got me the dollar, and they filled me at 381 right at the open. And I rode that thing up and sold out at 396. And in this range, I bought it again. And then before it closed yesterday, I bought it, held it overnight, and then sold it this morning and made it. So I took 3 turns on Coinbase between yesterday when it opened and today. And the only position, I closed that. What time did I close that position? The one on Coinbase this morning, I closed that position at 7:07 a.m. So 37 minutes after the market opened, I closed my Coinbase position. And I want to buy it back. I didn't scalp it at all today because I just didn't like what I saw. All this stuff. It got into this range roughly about a half hour after I sold it. About a half hour after I sold it, it got into this range here, and it just stayed. And it literally stuck. You could almost say it was being manipulated by someone. You could almost say that this range here is somewhat suspicious. That every time buyers come in, slam, buyers slam, buyers slam, buyers slam, buyers slam, buyers slam, slam, algorithms pushing it down. So you've got to be cognizant. Even myself, I've got to do a better job I missed the boat on the negative connotations on CNBC. I didn't have CNBC up yesterday. Well, I think I did for a couple seconds here and there just to check the indication. But anytime somebody was talking about it, it was on the CNBC side, it was negative stuff, and it wasn't positive stuff. So they can all go pound sand over there. So let's take a look at this. So if you're in Coinbase right now, and let's say that you're in Coinbase somewhere in this range. Let's say you YOLO'd and you're in a 421, right? And it got up to 429 yesterday. So let's say you're in over here and you bought it at the top, 415, or even you're in over here, 337, 345. What's the top of this wick here from this morning? 349.13. 349.20 was the high for today. Let's say you bought it right there, or your cost basis is there. What would I do if I still owned it? I would feel pretty comfortable adding to the position in this range. Again, I have an alert set on this right now. I set it earlier today at 311.51. Why 311.51? Well, it's not 310. And it's basically, hey, start getting your eyes on this. And it matches up with, sorry, can't see that because of the volume. It matches up down here with these bottoms yesterday after the algorithms stopped trading and stopped beating on it at exactly 1 hour. It took them 1 hour to beat this damn thing down. And if you don't think that they did, prove me wrong. Get access to all the hedge fund data, all the high frequency trading data on the firms, and ask yourself why the SPY at precisely 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 35 minutes after Coinbase opened, started a selling algorithms and drove the SPY, the Dow. You guys saw it on everything else. Oh, techs are going down, everything's going down. And then CNBC, those morons are saying, well, it's going down because Coinbase is going down and Coinbase is bringing down the market. No, one little freaking stock doesn't bring down a market. High frequency traders bring down a market because these assholes probably shorted it up here, started the algorithms at 11 o'clock on the dot. The algorithms literally stopped at 12 o'clock. 1 hour got them their shorts and got it from 371 down to 310. So look at that. Think about that for a second. Take 11 o'clock yesterday, right there, down to 310, 18% drop. So if they shorted it, they were probably making more. But that's my suspicion. Can never be proved. So equally, I can't be proven that I'm wrong either. But it makes sense. If you look at the SPY and you look what happened yesterday on the SPY at 11 o'clock Pacific to 12 o'clock to 12 noon Pacific. So from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock Eastern time. If you look at the SPY, the S&P and everything else, and you say, who drove all that shit down? It was algorithms drove it all down. And because they drove it all down, there's the bottom. They bought back in probably. Now you got everybody freaking out. What the hell do I do? What is this thing going to do? Well, we're going to form a base. Well, okay, are we forming a base? Or is all this just one fancy bull trap? Is all this a fancy bull trap for the day? Well, the reason why I didn't buy it anymore today or scalp it is because of this. Because when you look at this and you look at this volume, you look at this, oh, here's a great run here. Oh, we're looking good. Doesn't exceed, forget about the early volume. Forget about this. But it doesn't exceed the seller volume over here. And then it held close. But every time it did, even if the buying volume was greater than the selling volume, like if you look at this area here, let's take this chunk right here. If you look at this area here, all your buying volume is greater than your seller volume. So why didn't the stock push up? Because they do it so fast, they can drive it down through high frequency trading and the algorithms. I'm just saying this because you need to be aware of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just some idiot on the internet, and you shouldn't listen to anything I say anyway because you're going to lose all your money. But that is a classic, in my opinion, a classic bull trap. And psychologically, I look at the charts, but I didn't come up with the reasoning per se of why I didn't scalp it further today. But I didn't pick this up till after I got back off on stream and saw the decline. Then I went because I didn't own it. Again, I'm not married to any stock, but I know a lot about Coinbase. And I want to buy it. I want to own this long term. I had 2 orders in yesterday in my retirement accounts at 320, and I canceled both of those orders. It got down to 310. I didn't buy it. It hit 320 again right now. Got down as low as 317 just a little bit ago. 317.27 it got down to today. Yeah. So great company. I think they're going to do great things. You could say, did they do the right thing by listing on NASDAQ? Yeah. If they would have listed on the New York Stock Exchange, where you still have market makers on the floor, and those guys are all buddies and are all, friends with the hedge funds, and are all friends with CNBC and Fox Business and Bloomberg and all those people that pay for their sponsors to come out with stuff. What was it? Was it APP? I watched during the break AppLovin. I watched AppLovin CEO come on CNBC, and this went public today. And he came on CNBC, and I didn't see the Brian Armstrong. I'm guessing Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, was on CNBC yesterday. But 9:37 is when this thing kicked off, and the CEO was on it before that, I think. And they were talking about $81. This thing only got as high as 71.51. Look out below. Why? Well, people that have shares in it within the company sold it and took profits. Their cost basis is probably $10, $15, $20, whatever it is. They can get out of 60, or right now 63 with 19 minutes left in the trading day, right? So when you got manipulation going on in the market, you just have to be aware of it. You have to be aware that it's there, and sometimes that's going to mean the bet that you make is the wrong bet. Did Boeing ever come back? Nope. So again, I sold out here at a loss, $111 on 440 shares, and I'm happy I got out for now. Now it'll probably go up in the aftermarket, and I'll be wrong. I should have held it. I should have swing traded it and held it overnight, but such is the case. That's what it is. Okay, so AMC. All right, so AMC, that interview, if you haven't seen it, again, if you're a fan of AMC, if your own shares or options or whatever, I don't know if this thing, it's shaping up like it might be a battle for $10 tomorrow. Now, you'll see people on Reddit right now screaming for $10 today, as if it matters. It does not, because unlike the SPY, the options don't expire on a Thursday on AMC. And AMC options trade on the 50-cent increments. GameStop options trade on the $5 increments. And this has been pretty range bound lately. If you look at a 4-hour chart, you know, since late February, it's hit a bottom a couple different times. The last one in March, the end of March, 119.81. So it's been between 119 and you know, 194. It hasn't been above 200 though since here, 26th of March. Last time it closed above, or it didn't. Did it close above? No, it didn't close above 200. 193 it closed. Oh wait a minute, hold on. 198. Yeah, it hasn't closed above. Well, it hasn't closed above since the 23rd of March. Or no, hold on. Here we go. Sorry. 22nd of March is the last time GameStop closed above $200 a share. But again, its options are on the $5 marks, I think. They were on the $5. I don't think those have changed. Okay, so Coinbase 320.85 looks like it's going to be range bound here. Options. So options on Coinbase. Will I buy some options on Coinbase? We shall see. You got 3 days. So basically Monday, you should have options. Now, if you're going to look at options in long-term or leaps or something like that, please, please, please look at your deltas. Look at your implied volatility. Be very, very careful. Implied volatility is going to be off the rails. So be careful you don't get stuck in something. It'll be interesting because I think because Wall Street doesn't like Coinbase, there's a chance that even at the pricing that we're at right now, come Monday, and let's say we stay range bound here, let's say 320 to 330, 38 or so, or you know, does Wall Street want us back up here, or are they going to form a new bull trap at this 320 range? They formed a nice bull trap here. This whole day was about getting you suckered in to buy and then drive it back down. So you got to look at that in a time where the market's going burr. Hey, look at the S&P. Dow up 311 now. Wow, nice run. There we go. NASDAQ up 176. S&P up 45. The VIX down to 16.4. Nice. All right. Yeah, Coinbase barely moving. Makes you wonder just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alden Smith reaches 1-year deal with Seattle. Oh well. Where am I at in my MBA drop? 46,000. I need 22,000 people to go home from work and not get this drop. I'm not getting it. No chance. So 323 now on Coinbase. Any of you guys buy eBet today? There you go. Look at that. Right at where it pushed to. Nice. So yeah, if you would have bought it on the open, you'd be making a little bank right now on esports. Technology. Amazon go burr. Let's see the heat map. Again, energy still down a little bit. Disney down a little bit. Micron down a little bit. All your regionals down off of the push that they had yesterday. They had a big push yesterday. Some of your banks mixed. Bank of America down, even though they beat earnings. Again, all those earnings were baked in, right? But then why is the Dow up? Well, technology is all up. Industrials, consumer defensive is all up. Anything medical related is up today. Literally everything medical related. Who's the red here? ResMed. ResMed is basically the only one down. Yeah, and that whole medical instruments. Every healthcare diagnostic and research company is up. Every medical device company is up. And I got to do more stuff on the medical side. I did some plays earlier this year, and I haven't looked at them since. NMTR. $1.12. Yep, glad I'm not in that one anymore. And then Ethereum. And glad I'm not in that one anymore either. So there we go. All right, AMC, 55 cents. Bitcoin up to 63,471. Nice little jump there. You could almost say, look at Bitcoin. Okay. And now let's look at the S&P. You ready? Here we go. Interesting. Note of reference. Ethereum, my favorite. Again, I am 91% invested in Ethereum, and I am 9% invested in Bitcoin. Okay. And I've not sold any of my Bitcoin or Ethereum this entire year. I did 3 buys on Ethereum this year. The 3 buys that I bought on Ethereum, I should come back out to the daily here. I bought it at $12.46 in January. I bought it at $14.50 in February, the 3rd week actually of each one, and then at the end of the 3rd week. And then I bought it, my last buy was at $15.88. So the $12.46 in January, I already doubled that. My Bitcoin, since my last buy on Bitcoin, it's up 165%, I think, on that one. Ethereum, I don't even do it because since I mine, right? I haven't checked my miners today. Or in a little while. Let's see how they're doing. 1380. Uh-oh. Got a little maintenance to do. One of them is, see this little spike here? So one of them's having issues. Which one? Rig 3, I think. But it's hot. It's like 75 degrees outside. So I've got my fans blowing the air out. And so that's why the hash is down to 1380, because the temperatures are rising on the cards, and they churn. And so I'll get my next payout in 4 days. I've got 225 built up already. And let's see, 1.5 ETH now, up to 37.95. I think it was 3,400, 1.4 earlier. So that goes up and down. And again, I've got 7 different mining rigs. So 7 different computers that have been that mine Ethereum, and I've been mining since late 2017. There you go. All right, let's take a look here. AMC 991 now. That's what I sold it at. Coinbase 323. Slight pullback in the S&P. Slight increase in the VIX. Back up to 16.4 now. Hey, can't read that. Let's look at the daily chart and let's do a technical analysis on Coinbase. So we'll pull up the daily. We're going to pull up the 50 and the 200 moving average. So based on my due diligence here, I would say that Coinbase is not a good buy right now. This is serious technical analysis going on right here. You got to look at this here. I'll zoom in so we can look at this TA. There we go. All right. So you see this candle here, it's green. See this candle here, it's red. There's your technical analysis. That's why you can't pick what Coinbase is going to do right now. You can't even figure out if it's hit a base. Manipulation. I did not think manipulation would come in. I missed that boat on them. Oh, look at the 3 minute. Finally, starting on 180, 180 3-minute periods. That's the birth of a new chart line right there. That's what that is. You'll see it on the 1 minute. And those started off yesterday over here. So now we've got them on the 3 minute. So as that forms, we can look at, the way things go, and you can say, well, yeah, it hugged a 53-minute bars all day long, so that's a good indicator. Really? If you would have bought right here, you're down here, right? So you got to be careful with any type. The 3 plays I did on Coinbase yesterday were 100% momentum plays. 100% scalp momentum plays, because there is no technical analysis on a new stock. You're basically riding it as much as you can, and you don't want to be the last one out when it drops. Now, what I didn't expect to happen, and I was already out up here, right? I'm out at 396, right? What I did not expect was the high frequency traders, and I got lucky, and I bought it here and sold it here yesterday, and then I got lucky. Here and here yesterday. And I bought it at the close and then sold it this morning, a half hour after the open before it tanked. So, that. Knight says, I've been waiting for Ethereum to drop down to buy more. Right now, it doesn't look like it will. Haha. You know what? Yeah, no kidding, right, Knight? So let's go to a daily chart. So again, I did this due diligence on Ethereum. Last time I looked at it was where? We were 2nd of April. So the beginning of this month. And I said, okay, if it's going to come back down, we're looking at, maybe 1,700. Do I buy it again for the 4th month in a row, averaging up? Remember, I bought in January, 1246, February, 1450, March, 1588. And you and I were having conversations last month, and we talked about that Alexa telling me a device I own can be connected to Alexa. Thank you. And looking at this, I was like, okay, we got some support resistance there. If it breaks there, you might be able to get some more at 1480 or so. And look, we blew right past it. And if you look at this in January. January, I don't know the dates I bought. We got 5 minutes left. We'll maybe come back to this tomorrow in the morning. But, the buy would have been back here in the first week in April. That would have been the only safe place to buy this thing. Look at it now. Now you got Coinbase. Now Coinbase is all over the news yesterday, today. And if you only had 14.4% of people in the United States owning cryptocurrency, and yet 55% of the population owns stocks, what's the market? Now, if you're going to open up an account, are you going to open up with Gemini or Kraken or Bittrex? Or are you going to go to the NASDAQ-listed Coinbase, the largest one out of this country, that also operates in 100 countries? So that's what you have. So Ethereum, I don't know, dude. I don't know. What I'm thinking about on Ethereum is if it dumps, I'm going to have to sell all of it in the hopes of buying it back lower to accumulate more. I have no limit orders in to sell. I have no orders in to sell any of my Ethereum. Like I said, I haven't sold a single Ethereum this whole year. I haven't sold any Bitcoin this year. I didn't buy any more Bitcoin this year. I bought Bitcoin last year. Ethereum, I bought it 3 times this year, January, February, and March. And I have not bought any in April yet. And probably missed the boat if I would have continued my averaging up. All right, let's get a final look at things going on here. We've got 4 minutes left to go. 990 on AMC. Let's go back to a 30-second chart. GameStop down 1069. So AMC is up 5% today. GameStop is down 6%. Coinbase is down 1.1%. 324. Okay, nice little run up there. Where did you get down to 317? Oh, look. Look where it is. I don't think it's going to climb back up to the 330s today. I was guessing like 338 earlier. I was thinking, okay, well, and that was before all this happened. Palantir 2308. See, I want to start scalping this again too. Oh, would have been a good one. Well, 22. How much? Let's say you screwed up, sold it right here. 2%, 53 cents a share, times 2,000 shares, would have been $1,000. Could have, should have, would have, but didn't. All right, Tesla up $6.20 today, 738. Apple up, AMD up, Boeing down, Boeing 251.06. Well, I look like a genius. Look at that. Thank goodness I sold up here. So glad I took that loss. That's the best loss I've taken this week. Oh, wait. Ford down a little bit. Intel 73. Let's look at the, let's ride the SPY to the end. Everybody with all those options. 30 seconds. Dare we go to a 15-second chart? Can you guys do this with your software? How about a bar every second? Let's watch the SPY every single second. Now, what you want to do here is every time it says buy, you buy. Every time it says sell, you sell. Yep, there's a buy. Buy it, buy it. Nope, wait, sell it. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. Oh, buy it. Buy it, sell it. You can't do that. So that's what a 1-second chart looks like on the SPY. If you want to figure out what it's doing, look at the RSI going nuts. The MACD trying to keep up. All right, back to a 30-second chart. Throw a little logic in it. All right, 1 minute to go. And we have the Dow up 289, NASDAQ up 173, and the S&P up 43. Let's get the clock. 40 seconds. So will it close above 415? Looks like it, huh? Looks like it will. $20 seconds. What's Coin doing? AMC 999, GameStop 156.20, Coinbase 325.04, and ding, ding, ding. Turn on the externals. Watch the aftermarket. Watch this. Buys. Look at that. $3 in the aftermarket, or $2.25, just like that. But there's no manipulation going on in Coinbase. Nope. Nope, there's not. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. All right, so that's a pretty good day, huh? I hope you all made some money today as well. You should have with the market going burr. You all should have made a hell of a lot more money than I did today. With just stuff that you don't scalp and that you hold long term. Look, be an investor, buy stuff, hold it, put it away, lock it up for a rainy day. That's probably gonna do it for today. I gotta get to the hardware store. I need to get some fertilizer. I need to buy like 12 bags of mulch and get that stuff going, and I'll probably weed the rest of this afternoon. Not smoke weed, pull weeds in my yard. AMC down a penny in the aftermarket. GameStop down 44 cents. Huh. Coinbase up $3.25 in the aftermarket. I don't like to see stocks get manipulated on the first day and second day that they come out and start trading. But when you are an enemy of Wall Street, apparently, which Coinbase might be, I guess that's going to happen, right? So we'll see on that one. All right, hey, listen, thank you all very much for hanging out today. I had a good time. We streamed twice again. We'll stream twice again tomorrow as well with a break in between. But we'll be streaming both, and we'll dig into some of the options expirations. So tomorrow on stream, if you have options that you want me to look at that might be expiring, be very, very careful. And the careful part comes in and tells me that when you have a Dow setting records and breaking highs, and you have an S&P breaking highs, you have all those options expirations, you have a lot of hedge funds and shorters and stuff like that that want to drive prices down. So we're up 305 on the Dow today, up 180 on the NASDAQ, and 45 on the S&P. I will sleep well tonight because I don't have any positions open that I'm concerned about. So good stuff there. All right, so we'll leave this on Bitcoin at 63,515. Hey, listen, I love you guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Appreciate you coming in and check me out. If you haven't done so already, if you are on Twitch, hit the follow button for me. If you're over there on YouTube, hit the subscribe button for me. And like it over there on YouTube as well. That helps the algorithms, helps more people find the streams if you find them useful or entertaining. And like I said, if you guys got plays that you want me to look at or look at due diligence, news, anything like that, we do trade live here Monday through Friday. And we do at least a morning session every day. And I try to do a afternoon session too. But I'm trying to prep my house for sale, so I got a lot of stuff I got to do that way too. So I got to do both at the same time. But thanks for tuning in. Listen, I'm Crypto Sonar Joseph. We will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and goodbye. Till tomorrow. Bye now.